projects. So right now I have this scene and I have some objects in it and I have some textures in it. So this is needing to be a project at this point. Usually you start out with a project and then work your way with the textures and everything. But for the first introduction, I like to make it the other way around because right now you're used to not making projects. So if we go to set project, I can choose an area on my hard drive. Let's say I choose somewhere I'm going to be all the time, and this is like unit 1. And make it unit 1 your first name, last name. That way I can grade it. And then set. I'm going to say create default workspace. Alright, so what that did is now on my hard drive I have this folder on my desktop under IADT. I got unit 1 JSON Walsh, and I have this workspace file. So obviously there's needing to be some other stuff in this folder. I need to put my textures in there. So if I go to this Rust and UV checker, I want those too. I'm going to copy those out and put them in here. Then I'm going to go back to Maya and fix my pathways. Let's go to Hypershade. Here's my textures. So I'll double click my texture and you see that this is pointing to somewhere on your hard drive, and that's bad because if you try to hand this in to me, I won't get the textures. So here I'm going to click the folder. I'm going to go to desktop. I'm going to choose the folder that I made, and this is the Rust. I'm going to choose that. Double click on it. Notice now it has no pathway, and that's perfect. That's exactly what I want. So I have to do that for every one of these. So that's why I'm saying it might be better to start out with a good workflow and make a project ahead of time. But since you're not used to doing that, I like to show this method first. And this one's built into Maya, so I don't have to worry about that. So now I just check all my textures to make sure that there's no pathways. It's just the raw texture name. This will help in rendering later on too, by knowing this. Projects are very important and you must have them for the rest of this class. Alright, so when I save this, I'm going to save it as, and I'm going to save it under that folder and call it Unit 1. And I can close this out. Anytime I see that little weird symbol, I know to save. And now I have this. So Unit 1, when I double click on this, I should have something that pops up in Maya. And it has all the textures automatically applied. Perfect. That's what I should get. So when you hand in work, you don't hand in a single file. You hand a project in. This is your project, the folder. In it contains everything that I need. So what we do is we right-click, send to, compressed zip folder. This is the file that you upload to me, correlating to whatever unit you're working on. So always have a project. The folder has all your textures and all your meshes in it, and make sure that your pathways are clean in Maya, and you'll get 100% on all your grades. But that's very important with your pipeline. All right, so let's move on to the next video.